Craig. I want to welcome you to this edition of Ask Pastor Craig. Thanks for joining me. So my question this evening is this. Do you think that God will destroy America because of the moral decisions our government makes? All right, man. Thanks for your question. I appreciate it. You know, this is prompted from a recent moral decision made by our government. And, you know, anytime there is a decision made by our government that isn't in harmony with our Christian perspective, whether it's morality or life or a variety of other issues, this question surfaces. It pops up, and I get asked the question: do you think that God is going to destroy America because of? And then insert the issue there. Or another way of wording it is: do you think that God will lift His protective hand on America because of, and insert issue here? You know, I've heard this statement made 1,000 different times from 1,000 different preachers over 1,000 different issues, and so it seems to surface and show up quite a bit. In fact, right after the decision, the moral decision was announced on the 26th of June, a very prominent Christian leader said this: "I pray that God spare America from His judgment, though we give Him less and less reason to do so." So, but you asked me the question, and so let me answer it. No. I don't think that God is going to lift His protective hand from America. I don't think that God is going to destroy America in any way because of the moral decisions that are made. Matter of fact, I think that kind of rhetoric is just that. I think it's rhetoric. I think it's fear-mongering. I think it's scare tactics. And man, I don't like it at all. You know, we don't have any scriptural validation whatsoever that God removes His hand from some reprobate or fallen nation in the New Testament. And it gets pretty scary. It gets pretty dicey when we take Old Testament events and we try to superimpose those onto our culture or onto our current events today. That's bad theology. You know, to explore this subject thoroughly would take a lot more time than I have right now, but let me just say this to you. You can't superimpose Old Testament issues onto current events in this day and age. You know, God knew what He was getting into when He chose to redeem us. In fact, the Bible says in Romans chapter 5, verse 8, God demonstrates His own love for us in this: while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. John chapter 3, verse 17 says, God did not send His Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through Him. Luke chapter 19, verse 10, the Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost. Our God is in the business of building up, of restoring and redeeming, not destroying, not tearing down in this time of grace. You know, each time our moral code takes a blow, it seems like there's this whimpering that goes on, like a child punched on the playground, and it has me wondering, where is the church of the living God? The church that believes I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, or He who is in me is greater than he who is in the world. Where are those kinds of individuals? You know, Christianity is not a religion of legislation. It is a faith about a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. And sometimes I wonder if maybe we got back to love and back to real prayer and back to feeding the hungry and helping the sick and back to fighting the persecuted and the enslaved and all those men and women all over the world who are suffering incredible tyrannical abuses. If maybe we wouldn't have a revival that shook this nation as it is back to a viable relationship with Jesus Christ. Man, I don't think God is looking to destroy this nation in any way. I think that God is looking to redeem this nation, to bring people to a place of intense restoration, not destruction. I think we got a lot more validation for the God who wants to save and the God who wants to redeem, instead of the God who's looking to destroy and tear down. Thanks for your question, man. I wish I could dive into this, but we're out of time. If you have additional questions about this subject or something completely unrelated, we'd really like to hear from you. You can do that in one of two ways. You can reach me at my Facebook page, which is facebook.com, Pastor Craig Online, or facebook.com/ROR Ministries. God bless you.